Qualcomm, QCOM, I would watch a reversal setup on this. The first candle to make a new low. So I'm watching QCOM short below 58. It's higher priced, but look at how many green candles we have in a row. So watching for a short below $58. I'm short at 58.02. Stop is high a day, 58.08. Looking for this candle here to break down. First candle to go red. And then the target would be, you know, potentially 57.62. It needs to break below the whole dollar. If it doesn't, okay, there we go. It was holding there for a second, so I wasn't sure. I'm going to stop out now at break even on Qualcomm. So I've got my limit order at 58.05. If we come back over the whole dollar, I would just stop out. And, you know, even now, if I wanted to cover some, I could, but this has room down to 57.62, the 20 moving average on the 1 minute chart. So that's kind of the spot that I'd like to see it, you know, really dip down to. But stop now is going to be over $58. So this was the first 1 minute candle to make a new low after 12, at least 12 plus consecutive green candles. So, you know, if it doesn't end up rolling over, you know, obviously it's pretty strong, but it's a good opportunity for, you know, a quick trade. So I've got my hand on the trigger. I don't want to see it break over the whole dollar. You know, it's kind of like when we see these stocks retesting whole dollars, that's fine. We test the whole dollar and that will hopefully be resistance, and then we fade off that level. That's what we want to see. But I've got my order ready to cover if we do break over 58. The low of the last 5 minute candle is 57.90. So we need the first 5 minute candle to make a new low. MYOS, I'm going to wait for a cleaner 5 minute setup first. So that kind of moving profit target on QCOM is now moved up to 57.74, which is the 20 moving average. And, you know, right now it's just kind of holding this level sideways. Obviously, we want to see that trend shift. And I'm not sure. I mean, we see some selling going through right here, but it's being held up at 97. I still really have my hand on the trigger. Okay, there's 94. That's a little bit better. Got to get below 90. So here's the first candle to make a new low on the 5 minute chart as it taps 89. I'm going to put my new stop at 95. So over 95 I'll cover just to keep some profit on it. There we go. All right, I covered half at 87. Stop still 95 on the rest. So now you see we're getting closer to that 20 moving average on the 1 minute chart, which right now I have at 57.75. All right, covered another 500 shares, and the remaining 500 I'll just stop at, again, 95. So I've got a live stop there, 57.95. I think the KTOV setup is going to be too weak. I'm not sure. I'm up 220 bucks on QCOM right now, plus the 500 I'm still holding with $85 unrealized. So we'll see what this does. I want to see it break new lows. Covered another 250 shares at 81 or 82. And I'll just keep kind of adjusting my stop. New stop will be 91 on the rest. So stop at 57.91. All right, just covered another 125 shares of Qualcomm, and I'm going to put my new stop at 81. But you can see how we're dipping below the 20 moving average here. So new stop will be 57.81. All right, so my new stop on QCOM is going to be just over the 20 moving average. So I'd say 57.78 plus or minus. But overall, this has been a really good short. You know, short on the first candle to make a new low at 58.02 with 2,000 shares, and then just covering half, you know, every 10 cents, basically. Just taking a little profit off the table. Right now I'm up $312 on it and still holding 125 shares with $40 unrealized. So, you know, probably around a $350 winner, and low stress, easy setup. First 1 minute candle to make a new high after 12 plus consecutive green candles. And then that turned into the first 5 minute candle making a new low, sorry, not new high. And you know, here we are, down. It's down 30 cents off the highs, so not the most incredible move, but predictable enough to generate a good profit. So I don't short often, but when I do, I look for an A quality setup, and this one was definitely A quality. All right, I just covered up the last of QCOM. This is the first 5 minute candle making a new high. You know, some traders might switch long here, but I'm just going to leave it be. $347. So that's a good trade. Nice, easy short off high a day.